The old man stood outside the bakery for nearly an hour. Every few minutes, he looked through the window, lowered his eyes, and walked away. But he always came back. Inside, customers laughed softly as the smell of fresh bread filled the room. Finally, the owner stepped outside and asked if he could help. The old man hesitated. His clothes were worn, his hands trembling. He said he wondered if there was any bread left from yesterday. The owner looked past him and saw a little girl across the street, no older than 7, pretending not to stare at the bakery, pretending she was not hungry. The old man quickly apologized. He had no money. He turned to leave, but the owner stopped him. Minutes later, the old man walked out carrying 2 large bags filled with bread, pastries, and sandwiches. His eyes widened. "There must be some mistake," he said. The owner smiled. "No mistake." "But I cannot pay." "I know." "Then why?" The owner looked toward the little girl and said, "Because no child should have to pretend she is not hungry." That night, the old man and his granddaughter shared their first full meal in days. Before leaving, the girl handed the baker a folded paper. It was the only thing she had. Inside was a drawing, a stick figure holding bread, with 3 words underneath: "Thank you, hero." The owner placed it in his office, where it stayed for years. Decades passed. The bakery became beloved. The owner grew old. One winter evening, after a sudden heart attack, he was rushed to the hospital. His family waited in fear as doctors worked. Hours later, a surgeon stepped out and said the operation would be difficult, but she would do everything she could. Days later, the baker opened his eyes, weak, confused, and alive. Then he saw the medical bill beside his bed. It was more than he could ever afford. Attached was a note, "Paid in full." His hands shook as he asked who had paid. A nurse handed him an envelope. Inside was a letter from Dr. Emily Carter. 30 years ago, it said, a hungry little girl received food from a stranger when the world had forgotten her. That meal helped my grandfather keep caring for me. Your kindness changed my life. Today, I was the chief cardiac surgeon who performed your operation. You fed me when I had nothing. Now it is my honor to return the favor. At the bottom was the same stick figure holding bread and the same 3 words, "Thank you, hero." The old baker covered his face and cried.